Yo, what is up, friends, foes, and members of the Omni Council? My name is Daimien Kamiya and I am the Omni King. Welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. I appreciate everyone who swings by for a hello or anything else. I am, I don't really, I don't know where I state here, because, it's not like I have, exciting events coming on, right? Dailies, event, and then, just picking up on whatever story we can get done during this stream. And that's pretty much it, right? I don't really have anything else to add. I am going to be pulling try to pull for C1 Mika on Ayaka's banner, because I don't care whether I have Shinha or Ayaka either way. So since I got Shinha, I might as well just pull on Ayaka's banner until I get C1 Mika. I want C1 Mika because his skill gives attack speed and his burst is a heal, but it also applies additional healing based off of your main attack on an interval. But C1 makes it so that interval is decreased based on the attack speed of your skill. Right, and so that's why I want that, because it basically increases his healing capabilities. Yeah, so that's my plans for today. I do not plan to spend any money to get C1 Mika. If I don't get C1 Mika, I don't get C1 Mika. Right? That's just how it's gonna go. But right now, but I don't plan to pull on the next banners anyways. Like none of the 3.7 characters interest me at all. Or no, sorry, 3.6 characters interest me at all. So we'll just see where it goes. But with that said, let's swing on into the game. I made sure that I hit the background button this time. Sorry, I was in the middle of trying to get a daily mission done here. The dailies are in Inozuma again today.
Know your place.
Just gonna do that now.
You're dead. The wind rises.
Not now. Cole, learn to command.
Squall and fury.
Yes, I'm not running a Hazo set anymore. After naming this guy after the character from, after naming him after, Trani from Crosscode, it's kind of instilled my desire to play him. And that changed the entire dynamic of, like, the teams around and stuff. So yeah, so Bennett is the healer with the attack boost, and his C6 Bennett doesn't affect him anyways. Layla's burst, because I have C4 Layla's burst increases charge attack damage based off of her HP, as long as the burst is active. And then Farzan buffs animal damage by stripping resistance on the enemies.
Following me.
Gotta be more careful with my gliding. The other day I had a whoopsie and plummeted a bit further down than I would have liked.
Bow your head.
Gears of the storm. Stars, shine for me. Everybody stand back.
The wind rises.
Bring it on.
My guiding stars. Oh,
Yeah, Layla's good because she has a really short cooldown on her stuff. Like on her energy and on her her cooldowns. Like I use her burst and I basically have it again. It's so good. I'm kind of surprised that it's like, I guess, like, to be fair, when I said I didn't like Layla, it really came down to the idea that I didn't want Layla. There's nothing, like, and at first glance, I didn't really like Layla. For all we know, the same thing could happen if I get, like, Ayaka or, Genha. I'm going the absolute wrong way here.
Quit following me. Behold.
not now.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength!
Have fun with this gift. My guiding stars. Don't be scared.
Wretched vermin.
Juggle him! Juggle him! Keep juggling! Keep juggling! Oh, I juggled him to death.
Not now. Gears of the storm. Stars, shine for me. My guiding
The wind rises.
Hey, Stamina! How are you?
Quit following me.
Alright, let's go turn in the dailies. And then we will test our luck with whatever I have for Mika. Hey, Lo! Long time no see. How you been?
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyss.
I call him Toby, because that's what I named him. Could be better. Well, you know, I hope things do get better for you. Does any of the problems involve your sister, and do I need to do something to embarrass her again? I still got this ready. I can pop this open at any time. It was fan art that Lowe's, my first ever fan art, something that Lowe's sister drew for me. Monstrosity, what do you mean? This is fantastic. No, she's not involved. Ah, curses. Well, as long as we've clarified that. Okay, I got one thing left to do here.
Too slow.
Alright, I got one more of these to do. Okay, let's run Animo this time. I don't think I have your fan art on Discord at the moment. Or not Discord, OBS. Adri's was here because I put it on stream the day she made it. Because it was my first fan art. Heal! I do not have a Discord. I misspoke. Was what happened. I meant to say OBS and I said Discord. I don't have a Discord because I'm really bad at checking Discords. Like, I would make a Discord and then pretty much just not talk in it. Like, I join fan Discords of things, like, you know, like HoloLive members and stuff like that. Niji Sanji members. First thing I do is, the first thing I do is I basically end up muting every single text channel. No. I did not mean to lose. And these are the last three, too. Oh, it's Blitzara. I'm not killing cute mushrooms. I'm using the cute mushrooms. I was killing the towers. And it's unvoiced, so I get to skip all of the dialogue. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, 26. All right. So I don't have many wishes. I do have 2 on this banner, so let's just pull here first. It's a 3-star weapon! And it's another 3-star weapon. I did not mean to do that. And why not? I can buy 1 more. Alright, Ayaka banner. A 10 wish. What did I get? Oh, Sucrose again, because of course. I already have C6 Sucrose, so that's not beneficial at all to me. The game's still thrusting Sucrose down my throat. No, another 3-star. Oh, if we get more pulls, we'll do it.
The wind cannot blow on forever.
Yeah, now I guess we're on story.
Quit following me. Behold.
Am I basically almost caught up on story?
Too slow.
You just died real quick? What killed you? Yeah, it's not fun when you pull 17 Rosarias back to back when trying to get C6 Seiyu.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we aren't always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He
Yeah.
just wrote,
That sounds fun.
next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulations to compensate. Really, you got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here.
Paimon is the address.
Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
I already know this. Yeah, this. It's from Kaya. Kaya, I mean. Been a while. Heard that the two of you are traveling in Sumeru. Happened to be in Port Ormos on official business. Lately, I've been stopping by Dajvar Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side, this letter successfully reaches you. Come to me then, and we can catch up on old times. We'll see it as a fated encounter.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does this.
Yeah, like I remember,
Well,
I used to use a combination of mods in Skyrim. There was one spell mod that added in a spell called Long Stride. And as long as you were channeling it, you were like super speed. Faster than even horse speed. Like it was absolutely incredible. I never used anything else. And then what I would do is I would use a mod that allowed me to disenchant other rare pieces of enchantment. So I would item code in this one pair of boots that is in the Dragonborn DLC. And when you disenchant it, it disenchants to water walking, which was all over the place in Oblivion, but these boots are the only thing in the entire game that have it. And I would equip it, and then I would just long stride across everything, because like there'd be no like water wouldn't slow me down because I just walk right over it. I think I also had a mod for no fall damage, so like I could fling myself off cliffs without problem. What do you need my help with? This is definitely Kaya's
what he
style.
wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky.
Well, no harm, no
He's
done.
making this sound like
It'd
a
be nice to
member.
catch up with him.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Quit following me.
Wine-scented letter.
Swarm Fury.
No.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
Oh, it's just a little off.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here.
Well, what's your new adventure?
Sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
If you say so.
doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Oh, Skyrim?
Not at all.
I don't know,
The
it depends. Are you
Grandmaster
modding or not modding?
terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru's spices are famous.
Wait, you mean no more mods? Like you're not running mods, or you are running mods?
Was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or
Alright,
not
so vanilla.
depends on how nice I'm feeling.
So, I'm not going to count on any exploits. Right? So my best strategy, start as an Altmer. You get bonus 50 MP, which is really useful because magic is really strong early game. Then the first thing you want to do is get the 2 dual-wielding destruction magic traits. And then get one of the lightning spells. One of the ones that charge. This will basically give you the ultimate dragon killing method. Because you get, the trait allows you to stagger enemies when you dual cast. Lightning has basically instant travel time, so you can hit dragons even in the air. And as long as you pace your attacks, you can basically stun lock a dragon and it can never attack you. Other than that, just play how you want. But that's my recommendation. Oh, well, I don't know how to explain for what you did for. I don't know how to explain what for you to do if you don't know anything about the game.
Oh? What makes you say that?
You came to Sumeru all on your own, so you must be quite familiar
Very
with the
sharp
place.
of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well,
Don't worry about it.
Since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very
All right,
young
sounds
then.
good.
Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father.
So what
talk
you're
about sending a
saying
team of merchants
is
to
you'll
Sumeru
keep me on the
during a big
down low.
I'm sure you agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing.
You never heard the
Their leader
phrase
promptly
on the
found
down
me,
low?
And before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you.
Alright, one sec, I just remembered something. On the down low means to like tell someone or to keep a secret. Maybe I didn't use it in the right context, but it was supposed to be a pun off your name.
Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life. A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss.
Man, am I thirsty. 2 glasses of 2 mugs of hot chocolate
Tell me,
and some juice.
what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
The Abyss Order?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine.
That's kind of a
was
heavy
why
blow.
My father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're
Well,
not
yeah,
involved
that
with
makes
the Abyss
sense.
Order in any way.
We've just not met her yet.
Hey,
Though
hold on
the
now.
Windbloom
This
Festival
conversation
did
is
give a
taking rather
voice
sudden turn
to
for
her.
Deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been.
Hey, Ayaka, how you doing? I trust
Either
you,
way,
Kaya.
looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
Yeah, the Windbloom. You can watch someone
Dainsleif,
Azure
you
Max, I
listen from
believe,
the
is
sidelines next time
is
we
one
meet.
good channel that uploads
Let me
all the
buy you a
content.
drink.
He every event he uploads like all the cutscenes, and it basically gave voice to a lot of characters that we've only ever even heard of in passing. It gave voice to
The
Mona's
fact is, I still do
master
not
as
know
well.
them well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be
Didn't
out
he
of touch
already
with
pay,
their
or did he
ancestors?
just ask for the
Remains to be seen.
He did ask for the bill, but I don't know if the guy came back with it.
Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
What do you plan to do
I
in
mean to
Sumeru?
investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We about that back in Mondstadt.
Got a new lead?
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
So have you pulled for Ayaka at all during this banner?
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru.
Maybe you did
when
pay
the matter
online.
was
Yeah,
brought up.
well, you're Ayaka's
So,
husband.
You're going to the place that she mentioned back then.
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept.
I figured if you didn't
If I
have her
recall correctly,
C6, then your
they were
name would be a
somewhere
bit
near the
faulty, wouldn't
forest
it?
then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time.
Oh. I've never pulled on the weapon banner yet.
No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
Still pulling? Yeah. I, in all honesty, I wanted Mika, but I did not care about who I used. I'm gonna use this team. But I didn't really care about the 5-star, so I ended up pulling for Shenhe. Just to get Mika. I got so many goddamn Sucroses and Dionas and weapons and C1 catching. And I finally got Mika when I pulled Shenhe. So I do want C1 Mika, but I'm not going to break the bank doing it because I spent like $130 just trying to get Mika in itself. But I'm pulling on Ayaka's banner to try and get C1 Mika, and then if I get Ayaka, I get Ayaka. It's not really a concern of mine. You chose to be a Redguard? Redguard's not bad. Can you stop?
You asked for it. Let's get it on. There is no escape.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Look alive. Illusion shattered.
Like, my Shenhe is still sitting at level 20. Poison resistance isn't bad. Though poison doesn't come up as much as you'd think it does. It's really only used by the Falmer.
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for remember thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait,
Yeah.
maybe nothing ever was grown here.
Of course not. Did you not just see me fight three
It's an
whopper
extinguished
flowers
fire.
because I picked
Or is
stupid
it
sweet
that?
flowers?
Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane. Huh. So there really is. There's a box over here. Why don't we open it?
Yep.
And
Well,
by
is there
that,
really...
Paimon means
like-
you.
Ayaka, we're getting into a tree
That
falls
way
in the
I can
forest
slide
type
my
situation
tiny
here.
fingertips off.
If the tree falls in the forest doesn't and no one is around, doesn't make a sound, right? It's the same here. If we barge into someone's house and no one's around to catch us in the act, is it really a crime? Like, if the owner of this house was dead, you know, can you really claim that someone lives here? Can someone actually own the property?
Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken too. Was this a makeup box?
Oh no, what happened? Sorry, one sec, Ayaka. You got flagged by Nightbot again. What is wrong with Nightbot? Timed out for posting symbols. There's only 5 seconds. So I had it set to 10 emotes. And I think you probably hit that limit at some point. So you did 5 in that last one, 6 above it. There's the 7 with the skull. You didn't even type 10 emotes. God, I'll never figure out Nightbot. And I want to be very careful with this too, because you know what? I'm just gonna disable it. Wait, no, that wasn't. It was symbols he got flagged for. Oh, it's 8. Okay, well, we'll disable that, and we'll disable emotes as well. I mostly only really wanted it for repetition. All right, sorry about that, Ayaka. So the thing is, when YouTube times someone out, it deletes all their messages. Now, thankfully, I have chat on the screen, so they'll show up still in chat. Like in the VOD. But if you get, I disabled what you were timed out for, but if you get timed out again, 5 seconds is the warning. 600 seconds is the actual punishment, which is 5 minutes. And if you get timed out, I actually cannot untime you out. You have to sit there and time out for 5 minutes. YouTube does not allow you to reverse timeouts, which is dumb. You get a false positive, and someone has, and someone triggers a false positive, and boom, they're gone. Chloe got hit the other day. I forget what she oh, it was all caps. She got hit on caps, and she did it in such succession that she got the 5-second and the 5-minute back to back. Or no, 600 seconds is 10 minutes. Never mind. Yeah, so she got the 5-second and 10-minute back to back. So I removed the caps one, and then also and then modded her. So, because I trust her enough. Chloe's been in my stream for quite a while.
That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret. Especially after Dane talked this place up. This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable. Hey, look! It's a bowl! Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Seems you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dane. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here.
That's all Paimon does. All Paimon does is judge people. Paimon is a literal definition of
My
talk the
memories
talk,
are
but
quite
can't
foggy,
walk the walk.
But my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it?
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. This is a surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
Buckle up! Hi! There is no escape!
Roll, 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 Sayu!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps.
My favorite thing is
Seems to be an
Paimon
odd
earlier
one.
carefully
Okay.
commented
I'll
about
go
how
slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
Paimon casually mentions about how someone carefully put out the fire so as to not cause a forest fire, as the cutscene shows the grass just burning in fire because of the slime I killed.
What?
Sonic.
Alone? You better not be trying to keep
Sayu's power is more based on her
Your
animo.
suspicions are
Sonic's
as
is like
banal as they are
inherently just
unwarranted.
faster than the speed of
I
light.
merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation. And as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle
On top of that, I know Sonic is a different universe,
Guess we'll just camp out here then.
but you know about the infinite mass punch, right?
Good thing there's a fireplace over there.
Have you heard of what this is? It has 2 known users, to my knowledge. Probably more, but 2 that I know of. The infinite mass punch is a DC thing. And to my knowledge, I know for a fact it's used by both Superman and Flash. It's effectively hitting someone with a punch that is basically at light speed. And if the science works out on that, it's effectively being hit by a white dwarf star. Like, that's the power behind the science and the power behind the punch. Majol, hello! How are you? And, he went to check ley lines. Well, naturally. Freeloading comes more naturally to you than most.
Changing the subject. It's taking forever.
Um,
Said that there might be an issue with the nearby
yeah, so
ley lines.
if Sonic could theoretically also do the infinite mass punch because he can travel at the speed of light, right?
Now
So
it's back to just being the two of us again.
that's why speed is such a dangerous power. Like, speed is far more dangerous than you'd think in many cases.
So don't take this the wrong way or anything, but
You make my
tired of Paimon being around?
you make my day every day, Paimon. Not really. You're better than nothing, I guess.
Okay, fine. Paimon should have known you weren't gonna say anything nice. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious.
Oh, is it really hot where you are?
With your sister.
I hope you can stay cool, man. I still think my favorite comment I've seen in this game. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. You know, as good as I can be anyways. We like to gaze at the stars just like this. We'd point at the planets we wanted to visit. One of my favorite lines in the game, and now sadly I never played the event, but it was the last year's Golden Apple Archipelago, where you're going through Shinya's area and you reach a door you can't open. And the 2 options you have is for Kazuha to blow the door open with wind, or for Mona to use that power where she turns into water and go under the door. And if you pick that one, she goes, "Can you stop with the nonsense?" Oh, dear God. That is way too hot. Traveled through the universe, always by each other's sides. We saw all manner of hope and despair. The first time we've been separated. If nothing else, I just want to know what happened.
Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why. It's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon...
I'm still trying to figure out what Paimon's relationship to this whole thing is. Like, is Paimon a core being to all of Teyvat? Is Paimon from Teyvat? Is Paimon from Celestia or whatever it's called? Is Paimon by chance like the goodness inside his sister given physical form and is following him around, and that's going to be the twist at the end, that he's been traveling with his sister this whole time?
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, because if you're sad...
From the first gods of Teyvat, yeah. Like, they've given literally no lore on Paimon at all. So it's like, I think there's only a couple characters that question Paimon's existence. Like, I know Mona has a dialogue line about it, where they question, like, what is Paimon? But beyond that, like, no one bats an eye at seeing this small little floaty, like, fairy kid, you know, next to you at any occasion. Don't worry about it, Paimon.
Alright, it's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
This is the first Paimon. I'm not going to bed before me.
Come on, don't say that. Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
Good night then,
Nighty
Paimon.
night. Go on, shoo, off to sleep.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen.
Yeah, official. HI3 had 2 crossovers.
Deep sleeper. You do know that we need to...
HI3 had 2 crossover characters. Official was one of them from Genshin, and the other was Alright, see you later, Majul. Thanks for dropping by. And the other one was I believe, I forget her name. I think it's like Asuna from Evangelion. I don't know if Asuna is the right name though, but I just know it's a character. It's the girl from Evangelion. I don't watch anime, so.
Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Yeah, but that's just kind of how the lore works. Like, they're basically kind of reutilizing model assets. The Fire Archon has already been confirmed to basically, that's going to basically resemble one of the characters from HI3. It was the girl, the fire woman that died in HI3. I don't know if that's a spoiler though, but yeah. And then, and there's a few, I think a few others that are going to, some people speculate that like Alice and some of the other witches are going to be in resemblance to some of the other HI3 characters as well.
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
You startled me.
This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone!
I'm only here looking for
You're
my traveling
travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
Mean to say that you were nearby
What
last night?
business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't think I'll have much luck trying to find my companion in the woods.
If you must, suit yourself. I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no
funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please.
I'm no villain, nor will I pretend to be a
Okay.
saint.
Fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
May I join you?
Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay?
Relax.
Stand-
I've been around. It takes a lot to
Come
phase
on
me.
then.
Hilly Trill.
Mind your own business. And don't worry, he isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired. or
You're
cold.
from Conry, aren't you?
Huh? You know Conria? Who are you, exactly? And how do you know I'm from Conria?
I've met others from Conria. Your clothes, your eyes. The eyes do look different.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I follow no god. In fact, I count some of them as my foes. Follow no god, though I count some of them as my friends.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life.
So he's just gone
Alright,
mad.
well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies.
Sounds a little too black and white.
That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched
I guess they do.
curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this?
What is the curse of immortality exactly? I take it that's how long you've take it that's how you survived for so long.
The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
Like someone who bears the curse of immortality. So why did some people turn into hilly trills while you were afflicted by this curse instead?
Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
So who is this hilly trill
He
to
is
you?
Kari Bear, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. And then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Kari Bear.
I know this sounds a little romantic, but it sounds creepy with his like broken
all
laughter.
Due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilly troll right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him.
What happened to his mother?
She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it.
I know this must cause you great pain.
It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Kari Bear.
What are you planning to do around here?
Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Kari Bear, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined.
He's so excited to have company that he can freely talk with.
Over here.
Crafting bench?
I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Kari Bear here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind.
Cover his clarity of mind. When we were in the chasm, Dane said that the curse could not be undone. Is recovery still possible?
Hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work.
Where did you hear of this?
I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the Seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
You know, there must have been a reason it was banned. It sounds dangerous.
What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do, huh? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now?
I understand. No matter what, you have to
Never
try.
mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long.
Dude straight up turned bipolar.
I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands.
It's either that or like borderline personality.
I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality. Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
I've never seen a mushroom of this kind before.
Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru.
I picked some before, yes.
Wonderful. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps.
Earth and water, wind and fire, craft for me what I desire.
Is it done? Oh, splendid. Let me see. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. The banned book didn't feature any illustrations. Well, the moment has finally arrived.
It's time to give Caribur the medicine.
No. We need to perform one final step to complete the medicine. I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its restorative effects. Which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the
That
Seven.
can't be easy for someone from Conria.
Let's go. Bring the medicine with you.
Those are not a common flower, so I wanted to pick them.
Look at this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of wisdom, look at me. I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul, my son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads.
Man, this is just making me have more questions about Conria and like what in the Cataclysm.
I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more. Please, God. I beg of you.
Do not know the whole truth behind the Cataclysm, but the people of Conria. Blah, blah. Why could Conria and the Seven not coexist in peace?
I have made...
No, it won't even let me fast travel. Not that I guess I really need to. All right, does this work? I'm super curious.
Can't touch me!
Caribert.
Caribert?
Caribert. He's almost lifeless. Its reactions to everything are incredibly weak.
We've prepared the medicine. We might as well try it.
I'm kind of surprised this guy knows that this is his son. Like, all the hilly chills look alike to me.
Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert, Caribert, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Caribert? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please.
Hey, stop.
Oh, gods above. What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. I was just deluding myself. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment.
There might be other reasons it didn't work.
Reasons.
Such as, who knows, perhaps the dosage was too low, or maybe it takes a full course of treatment.
Huh. You really think so?
You have to exhaust all options, unless you are ready to give up on Caribert.
No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time.
That's the spirit. To have infinite time yet no hope can only be called torture.
Let's go. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which
Where'd you get those mushrooms from anyways?
Complicated, but not impossible. I grow them in that field.
I feel like a
the
crop.
Details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it.
Fine.
There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Caribert. Good.
Got it.
Then please head over when the time comes.
All right. Man, like, I'm still curious as to what happened to Paimon and Dainsley. They're out there in the forest doing God knows what, and I'm here, like, helping a guy trying to make a hilly churl intelligent. Thank God for those things. Really, really reminding me of the things from Guild Wars 2, though. From like the one map.
Caribert's condition is
I
stable.
forget the name of the map, but it's one of my
By
favorite
which I
maps that
mean
I played in Guild Wars 2.
Still isn't responding. Anyway, give me the water. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Understand?
Keep it safe with me.
I'll be back soon. The fertilizer won't take but a moment to make.
monsters, and so many of them. Looks like they're coming for this field. Does the water in the field somehow attract monsters? Better fend them off. Yo, let's go.
Illusion shattered.
Get back in that dome.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. No time to lose.
Come on out!
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
That's the last one.
What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by myself. I'd have to hide and wait until they were gone. Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so...
Wonder if Dainsley's gonna bump into this guy though.
Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the
All right. Medicine's ready.
Sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, my thoughts began to wander. I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again.
Curse denies you even this. You still have Carrie Bear.
I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help once again. And now, for the final step. Back to the Statue of the Seven.
All right. Why doesn't he just send us to do this? Like, does he have to torture himself? Like, he has us. We have no problem, you know, bowing at the statue.
We're here. Let's begin. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Cory Bear?
He left the house?
No, he must have left while we were too busy preparing the medicine to notice. Come on!
These. Let's roll. How do we even know if that's him?
That's not Cory Bear.
There's no silk scarf around his arm.
Right. And Cory Bear's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it now as a marker of sorts. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize
Still, this
my
Hurley
own
Trill,
son?
there's something strange about it.
Yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the
Let's
least.
have a look
Yes.
as to where it's
The
going.
more we know about Hilly Churls.
Is that an abyss portal?
Did it go in here?
What is this? Are we in the chasm?
What a ghastly place. Has it
What are those-
always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before.
What are those hilly trails doing?
It looks like they're worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal? Oh, there's only...
Here. This creepy scene, it's eerily familiar.
Make my escape.
Look alive!
I really did not want it to come to this. Just note that you picked the fight.
Bring it on.
Nope, Door of Resurrection.
No time
Something
to
big's happening.
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is...
Wow, the Traveler spoke. Oh my god.
Shine down!
Can't touch me.
Excuse me. Like, I generally don't mind what element I collect on my spinneroonie here, as long as it's generally not the element the enemy turns into.
Make my escape.
Yes. This place is like really creepy. Almost looks like the chasm, but like in the past.
Illusion shattered! Let's get it on!
Oh, I'm dumb.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Gloves off!
I'm inside a dungeon, so I can't climb walls. But there's a portal on the other side, so I guess that's where I need to go? This is so creepy. Like, this kind of, like, all this seemed to almost just, like, come out of the blue.
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself?
Always a big fan of when the Traveler actually decides to flex his vocal muscles. I can't tell who gets more lines. Villain Traveler or, like, does Zack get more lines as being the prince or being the traveler. Not counting the like obviously if we count like the character thing. Where do we go?
It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
I found that. I just need one more rune. Guess we go back through this door. Oh, I see. So this door opened. I kept my chest. Obviously the most important part of this whole thing. Then I go through here. It warps me to the other side where the other thing is. A herald.
Halt, humans! Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
Abyss Herald. No, he doesn't look like someone from the Abyss Order.
Do you insist on an audience? Very well. Then I grant you the trial of destiny.
Shine down! Look alive!
Bring it on. Bring it on.
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Man, that... Oh, it's armor.
Look alive!
That's right. Raiden's thing doesn't trigger on armor.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Let's get it on! Illusion shattered!
Oh, chest. Look, I'm a Borderlands player. The fight does not have to end before loot is acquired.
Buckle up! There is no escape!
That armor is fucking brutal. I don't have reliable pyro damage to try and counter it the best I can.
Look alive! Illusion shattered!
Close though. Got him.
Who was that? He was...
I've seen similar characters before.
Was a perfect being. I'm in awe.
Huh?
He had the most wondrous aura. a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing. And yet, you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined.
You have unconventional tastes, or I just have lots of combat
Let's continue
experience.
on. I find myself growing more curious by the second and more excited.
Open! Let's roll. Why did they have to pick the slowest door opening animation possible?
I think we've made it to the end.
What is that thing? Wrapped in chains, hanging midair. In destroyer, there's no mistaking. It's like the defiled statue. It does have something to do with the Abyss Order. And these worshipping Helichos remind me a little bit too much of the Grand Thief. This place is bad news. We've got to go. Aid?
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown, or for a power that you covet?
Voice is that? It must be coming from the right inside my head. Can't Aid hear it?
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner.
Sinner.
You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well. You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
In the world are you? What do these words mean? It's gone. Hey.
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe or joy, perhaps.
Are you all right now?
I am. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar.
Something's not right about this place. We need to get out of here.
Oh, is that so? All right. As you wish.
Leave the Omnius Cave and return to Aid's house. That whole thing was like... I just got question marks. Why is it all these, like, Thainsleaf-style missions just leave me with more questions than get... than answers?
Oh, thank goodness. He's still okay.
But we still need to go to the Statue of the Seven?
I have a strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
Sounds like a ridiculous idea, but if you insist...
I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options.
Which dose of the medicine is administered to the hilly troll.
Car-
Papa?
Cory Bear! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! Oh, Cory Bear, my dear son!
I'm stunned.
You see? It worked! Cory Bear can speak again!
Where's Mama?
Mama is... Cory Bear, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes! Salvation! Sweet salvation! Yes, yes! This is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Cory Bear? Are you fully awake now?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time, and I didn't want to either. Wait. My body! What happened to me? Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Conria here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky. No more end of the world. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Papa forever.
Am I dead?
No, of course not. Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's
This is
watching over
incredibly
you,
like heartwarming
protecting you.
and like
So
tragic
how
at the
could
same
you
time.
be dead?
Really?
Yes, really. You've only just woken up, and this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest here for now. Things will get better. Oh, and you have to promise me something. Never take off your mask. Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I can't believe this is really happening.
Unbelievable.
I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever offer redemption. But the god we saw in that cave, now that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the Seven. That wondrous power, it was truly...
You're still here? Yeah, I figured like I am paying a little bit of attention to the watch numbers. Like how many people are watching.
Now then,
No one's chatting, that's perfectly fine. I'm a lurker myself, so like people want to lurk, people lurk.
Should they do something to show their devotion? Piety is hardly my area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes.
That was not a god, that was a sinner.
Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about him. How dare you utter such blasphemy? You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner. Oh, preposterous! No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith.
That's good.
I am going to pay my respects.
In all honesty, if
with
it's your first time playing
or without
Skyrim,
you.
I just recommend just enjoying it. Just take it at your own pace. Skyrim is an experience, so you should always just take things in as as they come about. Fine, go ahead. Is he going back in? Yeah, I don't, no, school is school. I'm off of work tomorrow, so I'm just, I'm gonna complete this story mission, and then I think that catches me up on story completely. I did not think I'd be caught up on story going into 3.6.
Let's get it on! Buckle up! Hi!
And away I go!
There we go. Through the door, 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 through the door.
Look alive! Ha! There is no escape!
Here we go.
I'm out of here!
Squeeze through.
No. Impossible. What happened?
It's
The
gone.
Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too. Was it all an illusion?
Couldn't have both seen the exact same
That's true.
illusion.
Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that
Hey,
someday in
Twig.
the future we shall see it again.
You're turning into a Z-lot.
Could he really have been a sinner and not a god?
Yeah, I'm on the last current story.
Curry Bear? Where has he gone?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and
Fucking
no sign
leave
of
the
anyone
covering the
having
door.
been
What do you mean
here.
sign of a break-in?
This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer in his current state?
He is Lombek. Sorry, I don't speak Russian. But hello. Find him first.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh no. Did he?
Oh, did he take off the mask and see his face?
The mirror, it's broken.
But hasn't the mirror been broken this whole time? Yeah, it was broken when we first showed up.
He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like beneath it.
What? Why am I getting more questions with no answers?
We have to find him. It's his scarf. He dropped it. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Curry Bear! Curry Bear! Where are you? Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way. Have you seen it?
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb bone.
You forest ranger scum! You spawn of the seven are all the same. I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Curry Bear.
You're raving mad! You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the forest rangers!
Curse you all, forest rangers.
The forest rangers and I will have to make you.
I don't get it. Why make such...
He'd only just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, forest rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you really take out every last hilly churl you saw?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine.
This
hero.
Twig, this
If you
quest line
must
has
know,
been
I happen to
a
cross paths with
trip.
solitary
I'm gonna
hilly
say
churl
that
who
right
came
now.
to,
Oh my god, it's been a roller coaster ride.
I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction. So I left it alone.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's go. We have to find him.
Like, I feel for this
Look,
guy
you're
so
leaving?
badly.
Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
my escape.
Well, that name that popped up definitely, you know.
Cory Bear! Cory Bear, stop! Whatever you saw, it was... I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Cory Bear, come back. It's time to go back.
I just want to know, like, what Paimon... I still want to know, like, what Paimon's
Cory
connection to this whole thing is. He's relapsed.
How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able to hear me. Surely. Come, Cory Bear. We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
Hold on, something's not right with him. What has that strange power done to him? Well, I don't care. Like, I'm not referring to that. I'm just talking about, like, what is Paimon's connection to the world? Why is she so unique? Like, there's no other being like her.
I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa.
I'm assuming Paimon went somewhere for food, though.
I see. I understand now. Finally, it all makes sense.
Because Paimon's only existence is in regards to food.
Ah, traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now.
What do you mean true identity?
I suspected it was you from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure.
But I've never met you.
Of course you haven't. With your status, you can
Nightlow!
hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberic. You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Cory Bear and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same.
Oh, so this is how he creates the Abyss
It's
Order?
the power of the Abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes.
What happened to Cory Bear?
That is no business of yours. A sinner. Yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. Cory Bear did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
The Abyss is sinister and dangerous.
Sinister? Dangerous? Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the Abyss. How ridiculous! We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria. To us, you were the Abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the Abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Conria.
Wait, what? Were you seeing things from her perspective?
Why did he just call me?
That's a twist.
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake! Paimon was worried sick! Traveler? Traveler?
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness?
The founder of the Abyss Order, Alberich. What happened
You
to
mean
him?
Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again. Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life.
His sister ultimately sided with him, didn't
You could
she?
say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face.
I have a story to tell you. Your words sent Dainsley deep into thought.
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time. And it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path?
I also wish I could know what she thought about all of this. But one thing is clear, this was not a happy memory.
Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation.
I find there's a lot more lore in these quests than there is in the other arc, in the main story. There's something I need to check. I need to know what lies buried in this field.
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
More mushrooms?
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
And then you can open your eyes
Male
now.
and female skeleton,
Oh.
buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later, and it's holding a silk scarf in its hand. But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here?
I think the bones of the man belong
What?
to...
That's impossible. Unless Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curse.
Perhaps he did.
This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think, and to search my memories for some missing pieces. We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just gonna leave? Why? You could come with us, you know?
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
The voice that I heard inside my
Yes.
head.
I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If
So
the
is
plan
that...
right,
Is that some
I will
form
tell
of
you
god,
next
or
week.
like... I'm assuming there's no confirmations, right? But it's like probably some form of like evil god or something, or... Or maybe some abyss god.
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
Sinner.
All right, let's leave it there.
Yeah.
Get some rest. Goodbye.
But what's your speculation, Twig?
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh? What is it?
I missed you.
Huh?
What's the Scarlet King again? Yo, I got one pull. Let's go. And it's a 3-star weapon. I actually have another one because I pulled Sucrose on the 10 pull. Five short. Go to hell. Let's get that 5. Let's do one small quest here or something. Oh, okay. I kind of forgot about that, I guess.
Seems like I should have just...
I didn't realize there was a god in regards to that. I just thought that was like, King Deshret. Or is that the same person? Oh, okay. Oh, I can offer Dendro sigils here? I should have tons of those. Yep. Level 10, let's go. What? What are you Damiening for? Okay, did I star? Let me, one sec. I just got a key, so I wanna open something. And there's one right about here. I know I probably haven't touched any in the desert, so. Closest I'm at is Mondstadt, and I have no idea where I stand. I could look, can't I? Like if I zoom out enough. 100%, 85, 83, 91, and I know they don't count this one. There it is. Yo, what is up?
Shouldn't let your guard down.
You won this one.
Like, do you mean the backgrounds that are up here?
No time to lose.
I don't know if I'll change mine. Shinobu was my first level 70, and Chong Yun was my first, like, main character that I used. So when I got him to 10, I started using his background.
Mission accomplished. Can I go back and sleep now?
Alright, so I got 3 here and I got 4 here. Oh, it's a 3-star weapon! Alright, Twig's here. Time to pull a 5-star. Oh, there's a 4. What is it? It's a sword. Yo! Mika! Fuck you! I think I've gotten more... I've gotten more... 4-star weapons on these 2 banners than anything else, than any other banner. I think weapons are a bigger middle finger than anything else. All right, well I'm out there. Doesn't it give like HP? Because I already had the bell. I have it right here at level 60. You don't even know what to do anymore, Twig. Like, I'm actually caught up on Archon story. I didn't know if this day would ever come. I've done all character stories. I still got some hangouts to do, and then, you know, obviously all this crap. Like these world quests that probably have way more dialogue than I'd really care for them to have. Tell the puddle of Watatsumi statue with a Watatsumi Island shrine. Are you saying that this one's time gated, the world quest?
Looking for trouble? Take that!
And away I go!
Buckle up! Hi, ya, cha, ya, ha, hi.
Oh my god! You saw that, right, Twig? Like, you saw her bounce off the rock like a rubber ball, right? Like, what do you mean time gated though? Like, after the Archon story, it's all gone, or like, what do you mean time gated?
There is no escape. Look alive.
Oh, that's what you mean by time gated. I thought you meant like I had a time limit and I was running out of time. I don't care. If that's time, like, I don't even care if I do world quests on stream. Like, I didn't do the R&R one on stream, and I'm completely thankful on that. There's only 2 moments that I was 100% excited for not doing something on stream. It was the R&R quest line, and it was Eula's story mission. Those are the 2 things I'm 100% happy I did not do on stream. That was one of the most boring story missions. Like, I just did not like it. Like, not gonna lie, that story mission gave me a really poor opinion of Eula. Not a bad one, just a poor one. And then when I got to use her in the quest line, I wasn't impressed either. I don't really care for her combat.
Illusion shattered. Let's get it on.
Why can't this be like Minecraft? If I kill an enemy that drops meat, why can't the meat drop cooked if I kill them with fire? Let's go!
Buckle up. There is no escape.
Amateur.
Now you shall perish.
What a clean way to finish that.
Take them. I have no need.
You know, I just caught up on story, right?
Feeling.
And the only time I've ever felt more excited than, like, I don't really seem excited because it's just kind of like a finally kind of moment. But you know what moment really hit me with excitement? Was when I finally got to Inazuma. Like, the thing is, even not touching Sumeru's story, I could go to Inazuma, or to Sumeru. Like, I was still in Liyue's story when Sumeru unlocked. And I was able to basically fully explore the map.
Illusion shattered. Buckle up.
Right? But Inazuma being behind a wall... In all honesty, I don't really care. Like, it's weird. Like, I enjoy the game, don't get me wrong, but I don't really care. Like I've had people be like, oh, what do you think of the music here? Or, you know, what about the character designs here? It's like, I don't care. Like, I like the characters, you know, I can like the characters, I can like the personalities, but it doesn't necessarily mean, like, I have to be obsessed with every single element of the game. The music's good, sure, but it doesn't, like, blow my mind. It doesn't make me have an orgasm while playing the game or anything.
And away I go! Ha. Ha.
Buckle up. Illusion shattered. You're dead meat.
Bye!
Riptide.
What country or region is Fontaine based off of? Because, like, Mondstadt was, like, German and European. Inazuma was Japan. Liyue is China. What is Fontaine based off of? France? Ah, okay. Do you think there'll be one for North America? Because, like, we already know Snezhnaya is Russia. So what do you think something's gonna be, do you think maybe Pyro might be, like, America or something? Or do you think it's gonna be something else? Because all the countries, like, I don't know. I was going to say all the countries are generally around China, but that's not true for France or Germany.
You are not welcome.
Native North, South America? Ah, okay. That'd be an interesting twist, though. Like, if like, the Pyro region was, like, a snowy region. Sort of similar to Snezhnaya, but a bit different. It wouldn't be the first game I've seen do that, but it'd be cool. The only other game I can think of that did that was Golden Sun, where the Mars Lighthouse was in the Arctic.
Inazuma shines eternal. But a momentary distraction.
I could see it being indigenous, though. They just have to be careful with how they do it, because we already know Snezhnaya's up, like, cold, like the cold climate of Russia. And we already have, like, a desert and a forest in Sumeru. So they can do indigenous, but they just got to be careful so it doesn't look like they're, like, repeating locations.
Make my escape. Do more.
Shine down.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm just saying, it's like you mentioned potentially indigenous as like the as the potent, like, and I could see that, but like you don't want to go to forest indigenous, so you're basically replicating Sumerus, like Sumerus, like forest rangers, just like an indigenous version of that, right? Like they want every region to be unique, right? So I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm kind of just goofing off. Yeah, like Aztec or Mayan would be perfect, I think. I don't know. I could go for Native American, but the problem is like, I don't mean to say this when I sound insulting, but in terms of the narrative of like a culture's lore to draw upon for content, I feel like the Mayans or the Aztecs have way more like recorded and cultural history to draw upon for a good narrative. Like, and they also have like what's the term I'm looking for? Things like the pyramids. Oh, like what are they called? Like monuments. Like they kind of have like things that are like monuments, right? Like things that they can build in the game. Right? Like for example, like the Iroquois people, they don't have things like what the Aztecs had. Right? That stand out. Oh, you... Okay, just remember, you picked the fight. I was gonna walk away.
Look alive! Shine down!
That is also true, yes.
Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Let's get it on! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Well, yeah, like everywhere has like things that can draw from, right? Where the hell did he go? Did he just warp him back up there for no reason other than to just give me whiplash? Where the hell did they put him? I can't open this chest until I kill the bastard. Oh, this is completely unfair. I was just about to spike him too while he was down low. Oh, there he is.
Look alive! Illusion shattered! All right, now we're
Right.
talking.
Well, I'm gonna warp myself back to town now. Hell, for all we know, it could straight up be a futuristic environment like HI3. They'll just pull a curveball. They'll just leak what looks like indigenous stuff, and then it'll just end up being like Back to the Future. Yeah, how do we know those are real names? They could be code names.
No time to lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here. Yeah, well, I'm not talking about Fontaine. I'm talking about the Pyro Nation. Dvorak was from Fontaine. So Twig, on another note, I think my stream hit the algorithm today. I didn't get any subs, and the likes are likely from just, you know, my regulars. But I had 377 viewers with a peak of 14. I haven't had that many viewers on a stream in a long time. Yeah, I didn't gain any subs from it though. But, you know, going back into our discussion, so for those that don't know, me and Twig I was talking to Twig about, like, you know, we were having discussions about kind of content creation. Like, Twig is skyrocketing it up. But she makes edited content. I generally only stream. And, you know, I've been at this for, you know, over a year and a half maybe. And, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm nearing 250 subs, and I feel like for someone that simply only streams, I feel like that's... Twig, you've been at this for like 6 months, and you're already at 200 subs. It took me a year to get to 200 subs. You are absolutely skyrocketing it. You're gonna pass me in like a couple months. But yeah, like all I generally do is just stream. So I feel like having 243 subs for someone that pretty much just exclusively streams is pretty good. I feel like you vibe less than me though, because to do edited work you have to put in effort. For me though, it's like I don't really like, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really put in a whole lot of effort. I just kind of like go live and that's that. Out of all my content, the two things I put the most amount of effort in was the Wanderer Yangfei highlight, because everything else is pretty much a clip. And then what was the other one? And then the King's Imagination one, where I did my first audio skit, Copper Chipmunk, the Dark Lord Soldiers. I plan to actually do another one in the future. it's again, that's just a, like, if you know I can get around to actually doing it and stuff. But I'm thinking. So my plan is like there is some things I do twig, like when it came to doing that Copper Chipmunk one, I could have picked some VTubers, like, not to say I don't like Iron Mouse, but I could have picked VTubers I like more. I picked Iron Mouse because she generally has a higher fan base and better fan interaction. So the next person I'm considering picking is probably Nina Kosaka. I believe Kosaki, something from Niji Sanji, because she has like insane fan response. Like if I post a video and she sees it on Twitter, which she likely will, she'll probably respond to the actual video on YouTube. She's one of the Niji Sanji members I see responding to clips more often than anyone else. Is it a bit loud? I don't know. I can't hear it, so it's like I have OBS just looping it, so I don't actually hear this music. It's my BGM. Oh, that's better? Okay. No one's ever told me it was loud, so I never bothered turning it down. The only response I got was during one of my VTuber Digimon pairing streams where I had that BGM playing for the full 5 hours of the stream. And it's basically a 30-second loop. So I think it was Nick that said, I'm going to be hearing this song. I'm going to be hearing this in my nightmares. Yeah, I didn't get any subs or anything from that, but oh, you were there for that? I don't know, when did I don't think you were. Well, maybe. What's the actual date on this? Like, I'm checking the highlights. This was... No! You weren't. You couldn't have been. The highlights were posted... Oh, was it? Because I thought the first stream you joined me on was a Genshin stream. And I didn't come back to Genshin until late August. I could be wrong on that though. I don't know when the first stream you joined me on, but I thought it was a Genshin stream, which is why we bond so much over Genshin. What was you remember? Oh, was it? It was either that or maybe I forgot to switch to the background music. I could have done either or. Oh, okay, yeah. That's fair. But yeah, do I wish I could have faster growth? Of course, but like I'm just kind of doing this to chill. It's you know, like it's nice to not have to worry about you know, it's nice to you know, like be able to like I work retail and I work hard. I have personal pride in my job. I know it's weird. It's like, oh, you work retail. Like, why do you care? It's because I care. I like my job. I have fun at my job. You know, when I have a manager that's competent anyways. But, you know, like, that's who I am, and I take a lot of personal pride in that. And when I come home, I just want to relax, right? Like, that's another reason why in some ways I don't do a lot of additional content because I just want to come home and play games. Like I just want to relax after working so hard, right? Like the only, like with that Copper Chipmunk video, the Dark Lord Soldiers, the only way I was able to actually make that was to do it on stream. Because by doing it on stream, I turned it into a fun project rather than something to do in my own free time. Because when I'm not live, like something that would, like I've actually done it in games that I've streamed. I've been like, wow, I didn't realize I could do this fast. And that's because I'm not, yeah, so I'm not, what was I saying? I spaced out there. Well, whatever. But yeah, like I just, you know, I just want to, you know, I just want to relax and have fun. And I feel like perhaps maybe Twitch would have been the better environment for me to just stream on, because you know, but like I said at the beginning, YouTube is my home. YouTube is where I go when I'm happy. YouTube, or when I want to be happy, when I want to be sad, when I want to be angry, when I, you know, when I want to laugh. YouTube is my home. I don't go to Twitch. I rarely ever go to Twitch, even before starting streaming. And to this day, the only time I really go to Twitch is to see friends. You know, people that I've met while VTubing. And I go and see them because they stream on Twitch. Though in general, I don't feel like it goes both ways. I feel like I see them on Twitch way more than they see me on YouTube. Yeah, and that's fair. Exactly. I don't know, like, I generally never even liked watching live streams. I preferred to watch VODs until I discovered VTubers. And, you know, and I still just prefer to watch people live on YouTube rather than Twitch. You know what? Sometimes I still question whether I made the right platform choice. Sometimes I question maybe I should dual stream. I don't, but in the end, I'm just like, it's too much work. I'll just keep streaming on YouTube. Hopefully one day YouTube will have better streaming aspects. I know like Ludwig, for example, has fought for that tooth and nail. You know, he's one of the biggest streamers on the platform, one of the biggest streamers in the world. And he's fought for better discoverability on YouTube. Hopefully the rating feature will be less restrictive in the future, and that can be used a lot more, because it, you know, give Twitch its credit, but raids are a huge aspect of discoverability on Twitch. A huge aspect. You know, especially like I've literally seen people like basically make it or break it based off of just being discovered by the right person. Like a good example is so Ray Narvaez Jr., you know, formerly Brown Man, he was, you know, from Achievement Hunter. He you know, he quit Achievement Hunter and went full-time streaming. And one night they were just watching Twitch and they found this one guy that did League of Legends commentaries. You know, he didn't have many viewers, but he had amazing alerts. So they decided to raid him. Ray decided to raid him like the next stream. And he sent like 700 people to this guy. And now that guy is like in a, like, not to say the guy wasn't great before, but he got this, he basically, he hit the rocket at the station. Like, dude was riding a bicycle, and then all of a sudden it morphed into a rocket, and he just started soaring. Like, dude's doing fantastic now, and his name's a platypus, right? Max, right? And it's that's what I mean. It's like, you just get found by, like, through rating, you can just get found by the right person, and your channel takes off, right? I've seen it happen several times on Twitch. The thing is, Twig, I would do that. My problem is by the time I end stream, no one is watching me. I see no reason to manually copy and paste someone else's stream link into my chat when literally no one is in chat to go watch people. In all honesty, for most of my streams, like, to be bluntly honest here, most of my streams, like, this one is actually a huge, this one's actually vastly different than the normal streams, but most of my streams peak within, like, the first quarter, and then for, like, the rest of it, it's like 2 or 3 viewers. And I know for a fact one of them is my laptop. But this one, it actually peaked a lot in the middle. You can kind of tell where the algorithm hit me. But yeah, like, what's the point of raiding when you have no one to raid with? Right? Like, a lot of my viewers don't stay for too long a lot of the time, so I enjoy when they're here, and you know, but they have things to do. They have to go to sleep for school, or they have to, you know, go back to work. Like, you know, like Neko, for example, he swings by on his breaks every day if I'm streaming when he's on break, because, you know, like when I stream at 8 p.m., it's like 8 a.m. for him, and he's on break for his job. See, I think he said he starts his job at like 4 or 5 a.m. So he's on break, so he just comes in to basically say hello, and I gotta go, and that's pretty much it. Right? But, you know, I've always said, it's like, I don't care how many people subscribe to me. I don't care how many people, you know, tune into my stream. If I could get to the point where I could have one person in chat for at least a majority of every stream, I would be happy. Because the thing is I really just want to talk. I find that when I'm chatting with someone on stream, like when I'm chatting with someone in chat versus just playing the game with no one in chat, it's two vastly different experiences. And I'd much rather just talk with people while playing the game, of course. And of course, I'd like to play the game too. But like, you know, I enjoy the interaction, right? And I feel like that brings out a better aspect of who I am on stream than just simply playing the game and trying to make commentary. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream. Yeah. And I'm going to go to... tomorrow is more Golden Sun Lost Stage. Starts at 1 p.m. EST. I promise it will not be a full 4-hour mute, no mic stream. Yeah, imagine watching that, Twig. So you want to know what happened, Twig? I don't think I actually explained it to you. Just quickly before I go to sleep. What ended up happening was, so on my Stream Deck, I have several buttons for different things. One is for mic, one is for background music, and I have 5 for several different audio tracks that I have different games set to. So like right now, Borderlands 3 is set to audio 1. Genshin is set to audio 2. Audio 5 is set to my Elgato, so whatever comes through that, whether it's my Wii U or my GameCube or whatever. 3 and 4 are not in use right now, but I think I did use, 4 was last used for Final Fantasy, and I just used 3 for 3 was Nahalbek, and then it was reused again for Kingdoms of Amalur from Monday's stream or Sunday's stream or whenever I stream that. Hey Neko, yeah, bye. Thanks for dropping by again. Just talking about you. But so what ended up happening was so I always start the stream with my background music started, and I turn on my mic, and that's exactly what I did. But when I switch over to the game footage, I press background music and then press the corresponding audio button. what ended up happening was I instead of pressing the background music button, I pressed the microphone button. So I have both the game audio and my background music playing for 4 hours straight with no commentary. And because I basically had no one in chat, no one pointed out to me until that 4-hour mark when Pancake dropped in. He said, dude, we can't hear you. And I was so pissed. So pissed. Now, thankfully, I did go over, like, as much story. It was mostly just a lot of dungeons. But, like, I gave a lot of, nice commentary on those dungeons. I gave a lot of, like, fun moments. And like, it just, like, it was really upsetting. Like, I almost hit my save state, which would have reverted me to even way back before the stream began, just so I could redo it all with commentary. And Pancake stopped me and said, dude, don't, just take it on the chin and go on. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have that one stream with no commentary and background music and game audio. Oh, it's painful. Like, the longest prior to that I've ever gone muted was like 5 minutes. Like, my first stream, Crosscode, I did the entire prologue. I did this part at the beginning of the stream, like the talking part, and then a little bit of the prologue before I realized that I was muted. And no one told me that when I just caught on to that. But yeah, so that was the mistake I made last week. So hopefully I don't make it again, because I'm going to be very paranoid if I do another stream like that, and I lose more commentary. Thankfully, hopefully I don't do it tomorrow, because I should be hitting Lumeria tomorrow, and that's a lot of dialogue, like a lot of story dialogue. But yeah, so. Oh, mistakes abound. Anyways, I'm going to call it here. Twig, Neko, everyone else that showed up, thanks for dropping by. My name is Daimien Kamiya. I'm the Omni King. And be you friend, foe, or member of the Omni Council, I'm going to see you later. Goodbye, everyone.